Assalamualaikum viewers, my name is Sajjad Jalbani, and today we are presenting here my Islamic Preaching Center, and today our guest is Mr. Ghulam Mustafa Qazi, who also discussed about the crucifixion of Jesus Christ in last week, and today we are going to the answer and question answer session. So I have some questions to ask Mr. Ghulam Mustafa Qazi. Yes, Ghulam Mustafa Qazi. So I have questions. Number one, why crucifixion of Jesus Christ came in concept came in Christians?
The base of Christianity is basically based on the concept of original sin. And the Christians believe, as I told last week, that the Christians believe that every born children is sinful because our father and mother, which is Adam and Eve, they had that fruit in the heaven which was forbidden by God. They ate that fruit and God kicked them out of the heaven, and since then God cursed the humanity that every born children of yours will be sinful. So based on that concept, they believed that there is no chance for humanity to go to the heaven again unless somebody comes to the earth from God and he takes the sins of the mankind and redeem the mankind from the curse of God so that they can go to the heaven. So they believe that God Almighty had a contract with His begotten Son. I say in the inverted comma, they use the word begotten in John 3:16, that the God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son to the world. So they use the term that Jesus Christ is the begotten Son. Begotten means that you have a son after having the sexual contact with some lady. Then you have a child, that is your begotten son. Like if I say you that my son, you are younger than me, I can say you my son. You won't mind. But if I say that you are my begotten son, you will probably slap me. So so they say that Jesus Christ is the begotten Son of God, and they had a contract even before the start of the universe. They had a contract that after some years after Adam, you will have to go to the earth and you have to be crucified on the cross, and you have to take the sins of the world so that I may forgive the humanity. Based on that concept, the crucifixion came into the Christianity. This is the concept of crucifixion in the Christianity, based on the original sin, based on the contract between God and Son.
Okay, I have other questions I would like to ask you. Is there any proof in the Bible that Jesus Christ was crucified?
That's a good question. I can't find, as far as my reading in the Bible, I can't find any such concept in the Bible that they prove from the Bible that Jesus Christ was crucified. But you can very well prove that Jesus Christ was not crucified. The idea came from the Bible. Of course, our brothers will definitely say that we have some verses from Paul, we have some verses from Paul. They always quote from the book of Corinthians, they always quote from the book of Galatians, they always quote from the book of Romans, they always quote from the book of Acts, that Jesus Christ was crucified, and he said that the people who believe me, or my believers, will go to the heaven. They don't have to do any good deeds, they don't have to do any righteous deeds, and unless you believe me, you will go to the heaven, Jannah. So we cannot prove from the Bible that Jesus Christ was crucified. As I said, that Jesus Christ said himself that I am not prepared to give you any miracle. When the Jews, the scribes and Pharisees came to Jesus Christ, he would have said that, look man, I have drowned those 2,000 pigs, I have fed those 5,000 people, and I have gave life to the Nazareth, I healed those born blind and lepers. Look man, I have done so far many things. But he never said that. What he said, I told in my previous lecture, that what he said, that I am not prepared to give any mujza, not a single one, except one, none but one. He was only prepared to give one sign, that I will be like Jonah. That is the book of Jonah. I quoted. Now we don't have to go into details of book of Jonah because it has already been covered in the topic last week. But he said that I will be like Jonah. And how was Jonah in the fish's belly? He was alive. So he claimed that I will be Jonah, like Jonah. In other words, we can say that I will be like Jonah, or in other words, we can say that I will be alive. Jonah was supposed to be dead in the fish's belly, but he was not. And the same is the case with Jesus Christ, that he was supposed to die when he was put into the sepulchre or into the tomb. He was supposed to die, but he was alive. Only then, if we take this concept, only then the equation affirms. This is the only way, that Jonah was supposed to die in the fish's belly, but he didn't die. Jesus Christ was supposed to die in the sepulchre, but he didn't die. Then our equation is okay. Every single mathematician, Newton or you Einstein, they will say that yeah, this is the right equation. But what we are having in the Christendom, that they say that he will be like Jonah, but Jonah was supposed to die in the fish's belly and he didn't die. And in the case of Jesus, they say vice versa, that Jesus Christ was supposed to die in the sepulchre and he died. And in this case, there is no one to help them. Bring your Einstein, bring your Newton, bring your mathematician. No one can help you here. He said that I will be alive, and he was alive. I am sure that he was alive. That's what he told, and I believe Jesus Christ. I don't believe any Paul or anyone else. Because I would say that Paul has written more than the half of the Bible. More than the half of the Bible. There are only 27 books in the Bible, and 14 are written by Mr. Paul. And Paul, in his lifetime, he was the biggest enemy of Jesus Christ. He was ever in persecution with Jesus Christ. He ever persecuted early Christians. Even in such a manner that Jesus Christ appeared to him. It is written in the book of Corinthians that Jesus Christ appeared to him and he said that, Son, Son, why persecutest thou me? Why kickest thyself against the pricks? This is the statement of Jesus Christ in his life. So I don't know, certainly something happened when Jesus Christ was dead or he was took above the heaven, and suddenly Paul changed and he said that Jesus Christ came to me and I am also a Christian now. I also believe Jesus Christ, and he speaks to me in my ear, and he comes into my dream and he says that you have to write the Bible. So he started writing the books and he changed the whole world. The proof for this is that if you take the preachings of Jesus Christ, if you take the preachings of Paul, they are completely opposite. They are completely opposite. You can never match the equation. You can never match the equation. And there was a book written by Mr. Michael H. Hart. He is a Christian himself, living in USA. He wrote a book in 1970s sometime. from the early 70s, namely the 100.